Hi, my name is Jonathan Austin, and I decided to do my disaster analysis on Hurricane Harvey. It made landfall in coastal Texas in August of 2017 as a Category 4 hurricane. It produced the largest rainfall in U.S. history. Some background on Hurricane Harvey. 27 trillion gallons of rain fell over a period of 5 days, causing flooding over a large geographic area, Houston being significantly impacted. It was unique in that the storm stayed in one area for such a long time, causing that amount of flooding. There are numerous challenges in responding to Hurricane Harvey. The disaster covered a large geographic area and displaced a lot of people. A lot of shelter resources were needed, and damage assessment was also challenging because of the amount of geographic area covered. Public risk perception also played a role in in the response. Public risk perception differs from expert risk perception in that when hazards are rare or very frequent, the public often becomes complacent, and hazard fatigue also played a role in this disaster because Hurricane Harvey lasted for 5 days. People were just getting bombarded with alerts and warnings, and over time, you just get fatigue. Disaster is not equally distributed in the community. We know that disaster is disproportionately carried by, or risk is disproportionately carried by people of color or lower income people. They often lack the social networks in that allow people to recover quickly, and they need a lot more help. It's also a challenge in identifying at-risk populations. There's always going to be a certain level of modeling uncertainty, and when it comes to hurricanes, there's always going to be secondary hazards such as flooding, electrocution. In Texas, one unique hazard was fire ants. They want to get out of the water just as much as you do, and oftentimes you end up in the same place. There are numerous actions taken by stakeholders. Daily weather predictions and coordination was done through the State Operations Center. FEMA pre-positioned supplies and personnel working with state, local, and NGOs to have an efficient response. There was a quick presidential disaster declaration allowing for efficient federal response. Facebook and social media allowed for dissemination and communication of information to a large number of people very quickly. Pre-first responders also played a role, which are members of the community helping other people in need before emergency officials even get to the scene. Urban search and rescue was mobilized from all around the country. Now, I would argue that the response to Hurricane Harvey was very effective. Hurricane Harvey had a death toll of 68 compared to Hurricane Sandy, which had a death toll of 147. I think it's sad when you have any number of deaths, but the amount of damage and geographic area that Harvey inflicted or covered um, makes this a impressively low number, in my opinion. The forecast was very accurate compared to the actual data. The Facebook page actually has 121,000 members, which showed how effective communication was. And not only did they use social media, but they also efficiently communicated through traditional media and the use of mobile phone alerts. There are a number of lessons learned, but two of the most important takeaways is that there is a growing and possible ability to accurately forecast spatial patterns, especially with more data and emerging technologies such as improvements in remote sensing and satellite technology. Better communication with the public is essential, especially the importance of connecting through social media as seen with the large Facebook group. And these are my references.